The Baltimore Ravens have beaten the Houston Texans in the 2024 AFC Divisional Round matchup 34-10 as Lamar Jackson had his third career 100 rushing yard game in the playoffs. And it's the most by quarterbacks in NFL history. Well, I mean, this afternoon he had 100 rushing yards and 11 carries, 2 touchdowns. 2 passing touchdowns, 152 passing yards, 16 of 22 completed passes. And I got to say, I'm not going to lie. After that punt return in the second quarter by Steven Sims for 67 yards, I was like, this is going to be another blown opportunity for the Baltimore Ravens, isn't it? And it's going to be all Lamar Jackson's fault, even though it's not his fault, right? We're going to be hearing that. Well, we didn't, thank goodness, because now for the first time since 1971, we're going to see a Baltimore NFL team play in the AFC title game. Well, 71 was the Baltimore Colts, which, I mean, that's a story you could definitely look up, how the Baltimore Colts became the Indianapolis Colts. But the point being, the Baltimore Ravens are going to be awaiting the winner of the Kansas City Chiefs and the Buffalo Bills tomorrow afternoon. That's going to be an exciting matchup. I don't think the Houston Texans should be hanging their heads down. They had a great year. And plus, they are the first NFL team in the history of the NFL, I believe, that has won a playoff game after 3 straight seasons of having 4-win seasons. Do you know how big that is? That's really big. Like, good grief, that's awesome. That is awesome. And I gotta say, the Houston Texans have a bright future ahead of them, especially if they can keep Bobby Slovic from leaving the Houston Texans for a head coaching position for at least another year. I mean, that would be pretty big right there. And as for Lamar Jackson, he has slayed the dragon that is the AFC Divisional Round. Now let's see if the Ravens and Lamar Jackson can win the AFC and possibly get a Super Bowl. You know, that was the problem with the Kansas City Chiefs, before 2019. Everybody asked, can they get past the conference title? Can they get past the divisional round? Can they even win in the playoffs? Because that used to be their whole reputation before Patrick Mahomes and Andy Reid and Tyreek Hill and Travis Kelce won the Super Bowl in 2019 season. Now we're seeing the same thing for the 2023 season for the Baltimore Ravens. Can they win the AFC next Sunday? And can they possibly win it all? That's going to be the question for Baltimore. And that's just, we're going to be talking about it for days and days to come. And I will say, I'm definitely pulling for Lamar Jackson. I want to see him get that Super Bowl. And I know a lot of you guys do too. And if you like this sort of content, like, comment, subscribe to @JacksonJohnson979. And also give me a follow on Twitter @Jackson09960335 and on Instagram and threads.com @JacksonJohnson543908. And until this next video, which will be the Packers 49ers NFC divisional matchup reaction, this is Jackson Johnson saying, stay safe and stay warm. It's cold outside. And don't be walking on ice unless you got some spike shoes.